What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the quartering, and well, look who has finally emerged from their hidey hole 18 full days after the incident that happened in East Palestine, Ohio, only after Donald Trump said he was going to go there, and only after Trump saying that forced FEMA to act, and only after the masses of viewers out there like you, people on Twitter, shared the story. Only then did Pete Buttigieg get off his rear end and go to a city, agree to go to a city. This guy gets absolutely zero credit for showing up. He should have been there day one. It is literally his job. Okay. President Biden going to Ukraine and just like flying right over Ohio. Whoops, see you later, buddies. Oh gosh, I really told Air Force One to stop, but they told me no. Grr, curses. It's one of the biggest embarrassments for Democratic leadership and really bipartisan leadership that this country has seen in a long time. I mean, I suppose there's another disastrous outcome every other week with these idiots, but it's like, as somebody who considers themselves, fiscally conservative, maybe like on social issues more liberal than maybe even my viewers are. I, this is like, come on, guys, we can't reach across the aisle and help these people. Everything has to be politicized. Everything has to be about getting votes. These are citizens that are, I reported on yesterday, had some, people are having sore throats and rashes and all this kind of stuff. But no, Pete Buttigieg didn't want to show up to do his dang job because it would have made the president look bad. Because Joe Biden is too busy having 2 scoops of ice cream on his cones and flying to Ukraine for his little buddy that's going to suck us into World War III. Geez, I wonder if Ukraine has some sort of photographs of his son or some sort of damaging evidence that is making Joe Biden act like this guy's got him by the short and curlies. Gee, I wonder. I mean, I can't know for sure, but it sure seems suspicious that this guy has, the most powerful country in the world, tip, tap dancing and bending over backwards to meet his every need. Now, defensive Pete Buttigieg says he'll finally go to Ohio toxic train site 18 days after, then has the absolute unmitigated gall to claim that Trump's visit tomorrow is just a photo op, as East Palestine mayor calls Biden's Kiev trip the biggest slap in the face. Of course it is. It's absolutely absurd that it would be portrayed any way else. This is one, I'm just a simple man politically. I don't know everything about foreign policy, all this stuff. I never have, I never will. It's not something that, is in my wheelhouse. However, what I will say is just a simple man's position. It's like, gosh, we have like, millions of homeless people in this country, millions of people who are addicted to pills, millions of people that are living below the poverty line, but we have trillions of dollars to send to the country where your son worked for a power company for a job that he had absolutely no qualifications to have. I mean, sometimes things are just that simple. And I'm really starting to think this whole thing stinks. And it did from the start. But I've always tried to give some benefit of the doubt. But when you're talking about we don't have money to build a wall to secure our borders and stop the hundreds of thousands of people pouring over it and putting massive strains on the weak systems that we already have, but we have trillions to send to his little actor, little fluffer boy, Zelensky. And look, I have, shout out to, the Ukrainian people. They didn't ask for any of this, and I hope for their safety. And also, sorry, shout out to the, Russian citizens. They didn't ask for any of this. They didn't want this. They have a leader doing whatever it is that they want to do, and they don't care about the will of the people. And that's something I think I can relate to. Now, Pete Buttigieg revealed Tuesday that he will go to East Palestine after intense backlash ensued when he did not visit, after President Joe Biden instead headed for Ukraine in the aftermath of the train derailment. Let me be very clear. The Democrats will not win Ohio in 2024. There is a 0% chance after this. Midwesterners, we remember, okay? And don't think that whatever Republican runs, whether it's Trump or DeSantis or whatever, they're going to make everyone remember. East Palestine Mayor Trent Conaway tore into the President Joe Biden's trip to Ukraine in the midst of the derailment, claiming he refused to focus on domestic issues and instead parade around the war-torn Eastern European country was a slap in the face. War-torn? I don't know about all that. Imagine thinking, I'm supposed to believe that, Putin's so dangerous that we sent our president there. We told everyone in the world where he'd be and when he'd be there. Gee, I'm starting to wonder if maybe people are inflating just how dangerous the Ruskies are, okay? Buttigieg, however, downplayed the need for an administrative official to go. That's your freaking job, bro. You're the face of it. I don't care if you don't feel like there needs to be an official on the ground. That's your job, okay? I don't care if you have 1,000 underlings doing every little thing. You put your boots on the ground. In his case, they're probably some sort of leather snakeskin crap that he bought at some S&M shop, but I don't care. Put them on the ground and go help these people. Don't go there and don't take any freaking pictures. Don't do any press conferences. Go there and look at the water. Go there and drink the water. Breathe the air. I wonder if Pete Buttigieg was maybe just waiting 3 weeks for things to clear up a little bit, but they sent everybody back in town after just a few hours. God, this sucks. He suggested that former President Donald Trump his upcoming trip to Ohio on Wednesday is just a photo op as part of his 2024 campaign, bidding to take helm of the White House. Even if it is. Even if it is. So, I guarantee you that Trump announcing that he was going to go to East Palestine, the fact that he was going to go there in the first place, and then suddenly FEMA the very next day was like, oh, I guess we'll help these people. Like, you don't think, I mean, there's 0% of me that believes that those two things are not, correlated. The idea that President Trump still gets more stuff done out of office than he ever did in office, it seems like. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't care if it is a photo op. Why weren't you there on the first day, dude? He goes, ever since I can't wait for him to say all this criticism homophobic too. You know that's coming. Ever since I came into this job, I've seen the power that a multi-billion-dollar railroad companies wield, and they fight safety regulations tooth and nail. That's got to change. The future cannot be looked to past. Wow, thanks, Pete Buttigieg. What Harry Potter book did you take that out of? It's absolutely absurd. Transportation Secretary Buttigieg said that National Transportation Safety Board, the NTSB, this agency responsible for investigating civil transportation accidents, should be able to work independently to address the mishap without his presence. That's not the point. I'm planning to go, and our folks were on the ground in the first hours. He insisted to Good Morning America. You have time for Good Morning America? What's that flight from Texas? Isn't he from Texas? It's like a 2-hour flight, bro. Get on a freaking plane. I'm planning to go. He insisted to Good Morning America on Tuesday when asked why he had not visited East Palestine in the 18 days since the derailment. He did not give a timeline for when he will make it to the ground of the disaster. Buttigieg has called for higher maximum fines. Yeah, money fines. That always works against corporations. For railroad safety breaches, but has yet to even pay a visit to a small town still reeling in the aftermath of the toxic chemicals infiltrating the air, ground, and water. He wrote a letter on Sunday. Ooh, a letter. I hope it was strongly worded. To the president and CEO of Norfolk Southern, which owns and operates the train that derailed carrying hazardous material. Norfolk Southern must live up to its commitment to the people of East Palestine, Buttigieg wrote Monday. Yes, I know what his real name is, but he will always be Buttigieg to me. In a Monday Instagram post, so we put on Instagram. Maybe you should go show up at their offices and demand to speak. You're a government official, man. Show up at this guy's house and make him, go meet with him. What is going on with these people? Oh, I sent off a tweet. I tweeted about it. What else do you want me to do, bro? This whole thing is ridiculous. Now, I don't know. One of my good friends is on the way there right now, so we're going to get some on-the-ground reporting, I think, from somebody that I actually trust tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get some footage from her in the morning. But The EPA administrator, Michael Reagan, was on the ground in Ohio-Pennsylvania border last week, 13 days after the train veered off track. Imagine that, like, um, sir, there's been a disaster. Thousands of people evacuated. What would you like to do? Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. I've got a massage scheduled this week, and then next week's just not good for me. I guess I'll just go in 3 weeks. These people don't care about Americans. They never did, and they're absolutely disgusting. Pete Buttigieg should be stepping down immediately from his fake position, a job he's woefully prepared or skilled enough to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Make sure you subscribe down below, and I hope you have a wonderful day.